Derek Nord, you're a researcher at the Research and Training Center at the Institute on Community Integration at the University of Minnesota. So tell us a little bit about your role in helping people with intellectual disabilities find meaningful occupation.
Sure. So recently, we completed a study that actually looked at employment and employment support provided by direct support professionals, DSPs. The study's main focus and main interest was to understand how well-trained DSPs or how trained DSPs, how training actually affects the employment supports that they provide people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. And our role here at the Research and Training Center was to identify people and direct support professionals and provide them training and then monitor them over the course of the study to help understand how useful the training was.
Okay, that sounds like a worthwhile endeavor. Are there particular DSPs that focus on helping people with intellectual or developmental disabilities to find employment?
There's a whole field out there that focuses just on that, providing employment services and supports, and the purpose of the study was to go right after that group and to really understand how training and helping build their skills improves the service supports that they provide people with.
I think that's excellent because most people, think of DSPs as only providing personal cares and, housekeeping. And not that that's not important, but it's good to know that, there is a broader definition of that particular occupation.
Yeah, it's an area that that gets a lot of attention around the residential and living at home. But there's a whole field out there to provide services and supports to people with employment or for employment support, as well as other areas of life that the direct support professional.
So, in a nutshell, what is it that you found out by doing this research?
It's a good question. We've at the Research and Training Center, we're very interested in improving the workforce that provides services and support. Focusing on direct support professionals that provide employment supports, we wanted to know if you provide them quality training focused on helping people find jobs, talking to employers, and helping plan services and supports, does that produce better outcomes, employment outcomes for people with disabilities? And what we found was that indeed it does produce better results. And when you compare it to people who didn't get the training, the results were more job placements. So people with disabilities got more jobs, but then they also got higher quality jobs, so higher wages and higher hours per week.
That is excellent, as I think that certainly the majority of people who want to work want higher wages and as many hours as they can handle. So, will this research sort of continue, or will you be looking for more direct support professionals who specifically work at finding people jobs?
So that research study is done, but we're on to the next. And the next area of research is to really understand what are all of those really important skills that direct support professionals need when they provide services. And then how do we improve those skills so all of the direct support professionals have those? Because ultimately, if you don't have the skills that produce better employment outcomes, then people with disabilities won't experience better employment outcomes if they're getting these services. So our big interest is to improve those skills, and that's where our research is going.
if there is a DSP who is interested in learning how to help people find meaningful employment, where can they go to get that information?
That's a great question. There's a lot of information out there, and it's tough to find. I would recommend going to the Self Advocacy Online website. There's contact information to the appropriate people, and we can definitely link people up to quality resources.
Absolutely excellent. Thank you.
Is that okay?